Good Thursday morning. I'm Brian Winnikins from Real Country 1430 AM stereo and 107.3 FM WRDN. And welcome to the Dairy Show here at the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. We'll be getting things underway here in just a couple minutes. Stick around. Again, good morning. I'm Brian Winnikins from WRDN in Durand, and day number 2.
We're going to be starting our dairy show soon, so if you're interested, certainly come into the Custer Coliseum, and we will begin the fun of Thursday morning.
As just heard, we'll be getting our dairy show here underway in just a couple minutes. Stick around.
Yeah, we need the 2 3-year-old cows and 4-year-old cows on there.
Good morning, dairy exhibitors. I hope you are ready to have an utterly amazing day for the dairy show this morning. And our first class up is going to be the cows, so all those cows better be ready.
And you know, our announcers are outstanding in their field, right? Yeah, we'll have our dairy show. Oh, we got a million of them. We'll have our dairy show here starting here in just a couple minutes. Again, I'm Brian Winnikins from WRDN Radio. Thank you for joining us this morning. We have a busy day today as we have the dairy show here right now. 2 o'clock, we will have the Master Showmanship Competition. And then at about 6 o'clock, we'll have the livestock auction as well. Today from the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. So a busy day in store here coming up, and we're going to get our dairy show here underway with the cows. First, we'll have our first class here coming up in just a minute or so, so stick around. It's like our first class will be coming in, and we are ready to go with the dairy show today.
All right, good morning, everyone, to our Junior Dairy Show on Thursday of the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. Entering the ring right now, we have our purebred Holstein cows. These cows are 2 to 3-year-olds. On deck will be our grade Holstein 2 to 3-year-old cows. In the hole will be our 3 to 4-year-old cows.
So entering the ring in this first class, Elsie Berlin and Lila Bjork. And throughout the morning, we will be thanking our video streaming sponsors as well. We encourage you to please reach out to these businesses and organizations. They're the ones that make our video streams possible from the Northern Wisconsin State Fair, including the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. They are our streaming video service primary sponsor. And you can find out more soybean farmers about the soybean yield contest. Visit wysoybean.org. That's wysoybean.org. Also, thank you to Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. For all of your grilling needs, don't forget to ask about the beef and pork bundles, too, from Durand Smokehouse. Also, Durand Smokehouse will be processing animals from the Buffalo Pepin County Fair and the Pierce County Fair later this summer. Dunn Energy, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, and NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider in Durand. Please, again, thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, let them know that you appreciate these videos as well, and tell them thank you for sponsoring and supporting these videos. Welcome, Alma Center. See you checking in. If you're watching on our Facebook page, let us know in the comments section where you're watching from this morning. A foggy day this morning here in Chippewa Falls, but that is going to break, and we're going to have a lot of sunshine. It'll be a nice day today with highs in the low 80s. That's going to change by the weekend, though. We got the big warm-up coming up for the weekend here at the Northern Wisconsin State Fair.
We need our grade Holstein 2 to 3-year-old cow. You are on deck, please.
Well, we got a beautiful pair of cows to start all our class here at 2-year-olds. We got our first place cow. I'm just going with her today. She's has a little more height and width to the top of that rear udder today. She's a little bit taller and longer from the point of her nose to the tip of her tail. I do grant the second place cow is a little bit cleaner down through that flank today, a little bit more chiseled down her top line today, but that height and width, that rear udder is just hard to beat today. Thank you very much.
Do you want to keep that one in your pocket, or do you want to leave it here?
I sure can.
Okay. Oh, you just have to hold here. I can hand it to you. We'll just do that.
Okay.
Your job is. First blue in our purebred Holstein cow 2 to 3-year-old was exhibited by Elsie Berlin. Second blue went to Lila Bjork. Now entering the ring, we have our grade Holstein cow, 2 to 3 year old, exhibited by Avery Sloviak. On deck, we will move into our 3 to 4 year cows, and it will go in order of purebred Holstein, purebred Brown Swiss, and then grade Holstein. Let's get those 3 to 4 year old cows on deck, please.
Again, watching coverage of the Northern Wisconsin State Fair Dairy Show this morning. I'm Brian Winnekins from WRDN in Durant.
We have scratched the grade Holstein 2 to 3 year old cows. So in the ring now, we have moved up a year. So this is our purebred Holstein cow, 3 to 4 year old. On deck will be our purebred Brown Swiss 3 to 4 year old cow and the grade Holstein cow in the hole.
So Lila Bjork is in the ring now. This is our purebred Holstein, 3 to 4 years old, here in the ring. And as part of the dairy show, remember, if you're not the lead cow, the view never changes. Yeah, we got a million of them, I know. We'll also have some trivia from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin as well. A little dairy trivia for you throughout this morning. Let's see. Well, here's a good one. How many pounds of milk does it take to make 1 pound of Wisconsin cheese? Is it 1, 5, 10, or 20? Again, how many pounds of milk does it take to make 1 pound of Wisconsin cheese? 1, 5, 10, or 20? We'll let you know here coming up.
We only got one entry today in our 3-year-old cow class, and just a beautiful young cow that could definitely stand some more competition. You have to admire how that forwarder blends into that body wall, the height and width, that rudder, and that nice black silky hide when viewed from the side. Beautiful young cow that can definitely stand some more competition.
And first blue in this class was exhibited by Lila Bjork. Next, entering the show ring, we have our purebred Brown Swiss cow, 3 to 4 year olds, 1 entry, exhibited here by Abigail Gadel. On deck, please, we should have our grade Holstein cow, 3 to 4 year olds, and then we need our cow, 4 to 5 year old Guernsey in the hole.
And again, for our trivia answer, how many pounds of milk does it take to make 1 pound of cheese? Mary, you are correct. It is 10 pounds of milk for 1 pound of cheese. Thank you to Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin providing us some dairy trivia this morning. It's oh boy, the Divas in the ring with the Brown Swiss. You bet.
Thank you. Just one entry in the Brown Swiss here today. Really nice young cow. Had 2 calves, been fresh since September. A little stale today, but she sure is proven that she can milk. She still has that nice silky hide when viewed from the side. Beautiful young cow, and definitely go on and stand some more competition. Thank you.
Our first blue of our purebred Brown Swiss cow, 3 to 4 year olds, is exhibited by Abigail Gadel.
Beaver Dam checking in again this morning and watching on our Facebook page. If you're watching on our Facebook feed, let us know in the comments section where you're watching from this morning.
Now entering the ring is our grade Holstein cow, 3 to 4 year old.
This is exhibited by McKenna Jobek, or Jakubek rather.
We got one entry here today in this Holstein cow class. She's had 2 calves. I think she can definitely have a few more under her belt down the road. Beautiful young cow that can definitely stand some more competition.
This first blue in this class was exhibited by McKenna Jakubek. Next into the show ring, we will have our purebred Guernsey cow, age 4 to 5 year old.
Purebred Guernsey, 4 to 5 year old, is being exhibited by Jeremy Christoph. The Guernsey, often called the royal breed, is famous for producing milk with a golden yellow tinge, naturally high as well in beta carotene. Guernseys were big, big, big at one time. When I was growing up in eastern Wisconsin, Waukesha County was the Guernsey capital of the world, it seemed like. I remember even at our grade school, we had milk from Golden Guernsey Dairy. Hello, Augusta, this morning checking in.
We only got one entry in the Guernsey cow class here today. Cow's had 4 calves, has a beautiful deep open rib to her today. Nice flat top. Definitely a cow that can go on and stand some more competition down the road. She has a nice snug udder. That's well above her hocks for her age. Beautiful young cow. Thank you.
Winner of this class for purebred Guernsey cow 4 to 5 year old was exhibited by Jeremy Christoph. At this time, we need all the cows back into the show ring so we can name all of our champions between the breeds and overall cow champion.
I see Duran checking in this morning. Thanks for checking in and watching here on our Facebook page, the Northern Wisconsin State Fair Dairy Show, going for overall breed purebred cow champion here. Thank you to Elsivia Co-op, a leading member-owned agriculture cooperative serving Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Illinois. Visit elsivia.com. SFB Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. Visit sfbank.com for more information. Also, Sundstrom and Company of Durand, your local tax experts. Let's get ready for end-of-year tax planning. Yeah, I know it's only July, but it's going to be here right away. Give Sundstrom and Company a call at 715-672-4425 to schedule an appointment. You can also visit them online as well. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our video streams here at the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. Without their help, we wouldn't be here today, so please thank them. Also, reach out to the Northern Wisconsin State Fair Board and let them know your appreciation for these videos. They help us out a lot to be able to bring you these videos. So please thank them as well for helping us out with that. It's going to be a busy day today. We will have the Master Showman competition here coming up at 2 o'clock. This is always fun. This is where all of the grand champion senior showmen come back into the ring, but they're going to have to show different animals. So if you're a dairy kid, you might be showing a pig. If you're a pig kid that always has a hog exhibit, you might be showing a steer. A lot of fun. And so we'll have that here at about 2 o'clock this afternoon. And then at 6 o'clock, we will have the livestock auction from the Northern Wisconsin State Fair as well. So busy day today, and on the video stream and on our video service as well. So a lot of things happening here at the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. Also, special thank you to the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. They are our video streaming service primary sponsor. You can learn more about some of the things that soybean growers in Wisconsin are doing. Visit wysoybean.org. That's wysoybean.org. We'll have more video streaming coverage as well from the Dunn County Fair coming up here in a few weeks. We'll have the beef, dairy, and swine shows and the livestock auction. Then after that, it's the Buffalo Pepin County Fair. Then we actually get a week off, and then we wrap up our fair coverage at the Pierce County Fair in August. So looking forward to that. So busy few weeks coming up here over the next few weeks with the different livestock shows from the different fairs.
Well, we're out here for champion today, and obviously we know the Brown Swiss champion, the Guernsey champion today, but we got 3 contenders here for our champion of the registered Holstein breed, and 3 beautiful young cows that can definitely go on to stand some more competition. I'm going to go out and tap my champion in reserve, and I'll give you my reasons. Our champion cow today is just a young cow. She's a 2-year-old, but she carries that height and width rear udder that you like to see. She's a little taller at the point of withers, longer from the tip of her nose to the tip of her tail. Going on with our 3-year-old today. She's had 2 calves. She carries a little bit more width to the top of that rear udder today than our young junior 2-year-old here coming in second, or honorable mention. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. champion Holstein cow was exhibited by Elsie Berlin, and the reserve champion Holstein was exhibited by Lila Bjork. Congratulations. Also in our show ring, we have our champion brown Swiss cow, and that is exhibited by Abigail Gadel. We have our champion grade Holstein, which is exhibited by McKenna Jacobek. And then lastly here, we have our champion Guernsey cow exhibited by Jeremy Kristoff. That's all of our milking cows that are in the junior show of our dairy show this morning. We are going to take a 10-minute break so that we can get these cows out here a little more comfortable and get them milked out. So in 10 minutes, we will begin showing calves.
All right, so we will keep the stream running during the break. That's fine. We will keep the stream running during the break here. And in fact, what we're going to do while we're taking a quick break, let's see if we can't. We're going to go downstairs, and we're going to see if we can't talk with some of the folks working in the at the ringside. And just find out a little bit about what's going on here with some of the FFA events. Oh, we're... Okay, so we got Grand Champion and Reserve Champion cow here coming up first. All right. After we find out our Grand Champion and Reserve Grand Champion cow, we'll be taking a 10-minute break. We're going to keep the stream running, however. We'll try and even talk with some of the folks from some of the area agriculture educators and FFA groups about what is going on with their groups. Try to do that here after we get our Grand Champion and Reserved Grand Champion cow.
Well, we're out here for a selection of our champion and reserve champion cow of the show today, and take nothing away from any of these cows out here today. They're all really are what we're looking for down the road in the breed. This Guernsey cow in the end, 4 calves, looks tremendous for 4 calves. We got our great Holstein cow. She's had 2 calves, looks tremendous for a Holstein with 2 calves. We got our brown Swiss that's been fresh since September. Looks excellent for a cow that's stale, but still milking well enough to come to a show. We got our 2 Holstein cows with phenomenal udders today, and I don't think we can break this pair apart. Champion and reserve are going to be your 2 registered registered Holstein cows.
For the junior fair here, we have our champion cow overall was exhibited by Elsie Berlin, and the reserve champion cow was exhibited by Lila Bjork. Both are purebred Holsteins. Thank you. Okay, now we're gonna go get the cows milked. So we will take a 10-minute break. And that will allow our exhibitors to take care of these cows. So if you have any calves that you need to be getting ready for the show, now would be a good time. See you in 10 minutes.
Again, we're going to keep the stream running, and we are going to see. We're going to talk with some of the new or some of the ag instructors. They're working hard here, right at ringside, and I've actually talked with this ag instructor before, and she's our announcer. She's outstanding in her field. Oh, we got a million of them, right? And but let's chat. Let everybody know who we're talking with.
Good morning. My name is Gina Bergen. I'm one of the agriculture instructor and FFA advisors here at Chippewa Falls School District.
Okay, tell us about some of the things Chippewa Falls is doing with agriculture education and FFA.
You bet. So we are very lucky. We are a 2-person department here in Chippewa Falls. Myself and then my colleague Caitlin Foster, who is very busy during the fair taking care of all things in the horse arena. Between the two of us, we teach 13 different classes at Chippewa Falls High School, along with one exploratory agriculture course to our 8th graders in the middle school.
Why is ag education important, not just for farm kids, but for Chippewa Falls, city of Chippewa Falls kids?
Overall, it doesn't really matter where you come from. Being an informed consumer is really what matters. And whether it's as simple as when you go to the grocery store and understanding different labels that we find on our foods and like why those are there. We do teach a bunch of those different things in our ag classes. Also, ag literacy, which is understanding where your food comes from and the hows and whys when it comes to the production of both protein and veg type sources. And then at the same point, teaching our students like what does future ag look like with more technology integration and trying to be more sustainable in our growing practices. Those are all things that as a consumer and a citizen who's going to be making, educated decisions. Maybe it's about who you're voting for in an election, whether it's a local, state, or national level, or understanding different subsidies and how markets work, those sort of things like that. That's just being an educated, informed citizen and consumer.
So for those watching this morning, what's the judge looking for? Because I've had folks, for dairy, they're like, okay, udders are a big deal. But after that, it's like, hocks and this and that. What are they looking for out there?
So with our dairy cows, the udders are obviously most important because reality is with our dairy animals, milk is what the product that we're getting out of them, the number one. After the udder, we're looking for tall, lean cows. And by lean, we actually want to see bones on them.
And why is that?
Well, it's different, right, versus our meat animals. Our meat animals, we want to have what we call finish, which is the fat on them. In our dairy animals, we do not want them to be carrying extra fat because that has shown through the years that we actually see a decrease in milk production if they are carrying too much extra finish or fat. Now, I will admit with a dairy cow's lactation cycle, after they freshen or calf, which is the start of their milking period, then they are carrying a bit of extra weight because they've just been raising that calf for 9 months. But then after about a month or two into their lactation cycle, we definitely want to see them at their trim. You might call their fighting weight, and then as they go towards the end of their lactation cycle, if they're bred back again with their next calf, then we might see them put on a little bit of extra. But really what it comes down to is, and that's something what an informed consumer needs to understand, is that when we look at a beef cow versus a dairy cow, they do look different. And it does come down to we need those dairy cows to not have extra weight on them because it impacts their joints in their legs and ultimately will decrease their milk production.
All right, before we let you get back to work, I'm going to put you on the spot. I always love doing this. What's your preferred / favorite breed of dairy cow? This is always a great loaded question, and you can't say I love all of them.
Okay, boy, you are putting me on the spot. I'm probably going to choose the Jerseys, quite frankly.
Now, don't jerseys have increased butter fat content, and they're real, and it's the milk is very creamy, but it's great for ice cream.
Yes, they have that aspect to them. The nicer thing that I do teach my students about jerseys as well, because they are a smaller framed size cow. One thing that sometimes they kind of look funny because they have ginormous udders. So you wouldn't always say a Jersey udder is proportional to the rest of their body, so they look a little bit. But I also like that they always look a little bit more doe-eyed, deer-like, in their long eyelashes.
Oh yeah, the diva thing. That Jerseys and the Brown Swiss sit here and always argue about who's the cutest in the ring, while the Guernseys and the Holsteins just say, "Get out of our way. We got work to do."
That is true. They are the big milk producers, so that they definitely are like, "Get out of my way. We got plenty of work to do."
We're going to let our folks here get back to work here at ringside as well. We're going to have our calves here coming up in just a couple minutes from the Northern Wisconsin State Fair, so stick around.
Spring calves, you will be up next, and then winter calves on deck. So spring calves should be making their way over, and then winter calves are on deck.
And we'll be getting ready with our calves here just in a couple minutes. Also, welcome to Merton, Wisconsin, and welcome to our very own Susan Littlefield as well. She's watching in, surprise, Nebraska. Susan Littlefield, she does our Inside Dairy program during the WRDN Morning Farm Report, Monday through Friday. Inside Dairy, all the latest news about the dairy industry with Susan. You can hear that at about 6:20, Monday through Friday during the WRDN Morning Farm Report. Susan also has Market Wrap. That is in the afternoon at about 4:25. She talks with with national market analysts about the news of the day in the markets. You can check that out again Monday through Friday as well with the Market Wrap at about 4:25 on WRDN and online at realcountry1430.com. Holstein Heifer Calf Spring coming into the ring. McKenna Jakubik, Avery Marr, and James Marr now coming into the ring. This would be about my speed if I was to show livestock. That's about as big as we're going to get. Would be too afraid to show big giant cows or big giant steers. I couldn't keep up with the pigs, and I can't manhandle sheep and goats. This would be about what I could do. Thank you to some of our video streaming sponsors, including Compeer Financial, a member-owned farm credit cooperative serving and supporting agriculture and rural communities.
In the show ring right now, we have 3 purebred Holstein calves. These are spring calves. On deck, we will have our spring calf Jersey breed, and in the hole will be our Guernsey spring calf.
And for more information, visit Compeer.com. Also, Bluff Country Feed and Seed Mondovi, your hometown feed and seed supplier, serving Mondovi, Oliva, Arcadia, and the surrounding area with nutrition consultation, feed and forage sampling, feed delivery, and seed needs. They're also affiliated with Midwestern
I'd like to
BioAg.
take a moment to welcome our judge to our Junior Dairy Show. Our judge today is Mike Reeby. Mike hails from the Cumberland area of the state. And when I asked him how long he's been judging dairy cattle, he says, pretty much my whole life. He currently milks and farms with his parents on Meadow Reg Dairy. They milk about 100 registered jerseys. He has also bred and exhibited over 100 All-American nominees. He has also coached for a number of years the Barron County 4-H dairy team, and he is also farms with his wife Jamie and daughter Katie. So let's give a big welcome to our dairy judge today, Mike Reeby.
Well, I'll start this heifer show off here today. We got an excellent class of March calves. Leading out here today in first is our winner today. She carries a little bit more depth to that fore and rear rib, a little bit more depth to that flank, a little bit silkier heighted today than our calf coming out in second. Calf in second goes over the calf in third today. She's a little bit longer and leaner through that head and neck today. A little bit cleaner heighted, a little bit finer bone today, taking nothing away from this nice growthy calf coming out here in third.
First blue in the spring heifer class was exhibited by Avery Marr, and second blue went to James Marr. Next in the show ring will be our one spring heifer calf. This is a purebred Jersey. On deck, we will have our purebred Guernsey spring calf, and then in the hole should be all of our winter calves.
Madison Seibel is in the ring right now with her heifer Jersey, her purebred Jersey.
We only got one entry today in our Jersey March calf class, March 20th calf. Really nice cut calf, nice flat bone to her, nice silky hide. Calf that can definitely go on and stand some more competition down the road. Thank you.
Our first blue Jersey calf was exhibited by Madison Seibel. Next into the show ring, we have again our spring calf. This is of the Guernsey breed. We have one entry. And then on deck will be our winter calves, Holstein, Brown Swiss, and then grade Holstein, please.
Brock Nevesel is the exhibitor now in the ring.
We got another single entry today in the Guernsey March calf class, March 17th calf. Calf that really stands out and really grabs your eye as she comes around the ring. Nice long lean neck to her and nice long heifer from the tip of the nose to the tip of her tail. Walks out on a good set of feet and legs. A calf that can definitely go on and stand some more competition down the road. Thank you.
First blue of our purebred spring Guernsey calf was exhibited by Brock Nesvachel. Next, entering the show ring, we have our winter calf class. These are all purebred Holstein, and we have 5 entries in this class.
My program guide has 8 on the list here, so we're trying to get all of the numbers. All the numbers for the competitors are not on my list. Let us know where you're watching from. If you're watching us on our Facebook Live feed, love to hear from you this morning in the comment section. Nebraska so far the farthest away from Chippewa Falls. If you're watching this morning, let us know where you're watching from. Love to hear from you this morning. Let us know in the comments section. Nebraska's the farthest away from Chippewa Falls this morning so far, so let us know. Also, thank you to our video stream sponsors, including O'Galley Cheese Factory. Visit O'Galley Cheese Factory for all of your snacking needs. Cheese, locally made beef sticks, sausage, more. They have some great specials for ice cream as well right now during National Ice Cream Month. They're open 7 days a week, Highway 25 Durand. Visit them online as well. Visit the O'Galley Cheese Factory website. You can order online. They do ship nationwide. And if you are not familiar, I would suggest getting the chocolate cheese. It tastes just like fudge. I'm telling you, it is absolute heaven. You can find out more. Again, visit O'Galley Cheese Factory's website for more information, or visit them at Highway 25 in Durand. Numbers R Us, your daily money managers, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Visit Rhonda online at numbersrus.com. Find out how a daily money manager can help your family. That's Numbers R Us. Pierce Pepin Cooperative Services, your Touchstone Energy partner, 24/7, and West Wisconsin Telecom, building a smart fiber optic community from the ground up. Learn more. Visit wwt.coop. We're in our winter calves, purebred Holstein winter calves are in the ring right now. All right, from the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, some more dairy trivia. On average, how many pounds of cheese do Americans eat each year? On average, how many pounds of cheese do Americans eat each year? Is it 10, 20, 35, or 38 pounds? I'll let you think about that. Later today, we will have our Master Showman competition coming up, and then our that'll be at 2. And then at 6 o'clock, we have the livestock auction as well. And a reminder, we had a chance yesterday to talk with Owen King. He is a swine exhibitor here at the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. His best friend, Stanley Lang, passed away earlier this year due in an automobile accident. And Owen decided to create a memorial foundation in Stanley Lang's honor and his best friend's honor. The purpose of the foundation to give back to the youth involved in livestock exhibition and to support 4-H and FFA members throughout Chippewa County. And the proceeds from his project tonight at the livestock auction will go towards that foundation. And he is not only asking folks to help bid on that animal, his cousin's animal is also going to be bid on, and the proceeds will be coming to the foundation. Stanley's project is also going to be sold tonight, and the proceeds again to the foundation. Now, if you would like to make a donation, you can do that. All you have to do is go to the Stanley Lang Memorial Foundation on Facebook. It's the Stanley Lang Memorial Foundation on Facebook. There is a link to a GoFundMe page, and all of the money raised now on the GoFundMe page will go towards the foundation for future scholarships. Owen is really wanting to make this something that's long-lasting and really perpetual. So again, just go to the Stanley Lang Memorial Foundation on Facebook, and you can find the link to the GoFundMe page, and $10, simple as that, and help him out. Now, I'm pretty proud of Owen King for doing this, and his parents are so proud of him as well. So again, tonight at the auction, we're going to have some special animals that are going to be auctioned off here, and you'll be able to watch us as well if you're unable to attend. We'll start our coverage of the livestock auction coming up at about 5:55 this evening. The things I've always noticed and I've always liked about the judges that especially are doing what is happening right now, where the judge, he's made his decision, but he's going, before he tells all of us, Hawaii decided to line them up the way he did. He's going to each exhibitor to let them know why, and giving them some tips for the next time they're in the ring. And especially a lot of these exhibitors here, they're younger and they may not know. And so I think that's really kind of cool. It's also a learning experience right now between the judge and the exhibitors, and they all get to kind of learn something about their project and what to do next time to be more successful in the ring.
If we could please get all of the fall heifer calves on deck, please. After our judge gives his reasons for this Holstein class, we have a quick Brown Swiss winter class, a quick grade Holstein winter calf class, and then we will start the fall calves.
We got a black, silky hided calf coming out here in first today. She just grabs your eye the minute she comes in the ring. Nice black, or nice open rib there today. She carry a little bit more depth to that fore and rear rib, more depth to that flank today than our calf in second. Our calf in second over a calf in third. She's a little bit taller and longer from the tip of her nose to the tip of her tail. A little bit leaner up through that head and neck today. And carries just a little bit less flesh all the way through today. The calf over third over fourth today. She's just a little bit more calf today. She's a little bit taller and longer and taking nothing away from this calf in fourth today, but she dips a little bit in her loin and kind of tips her pins up a little bit now and then. So beautiful class of winter calves today. Thank you.
First blue in this class was exhibited by Hattie Berlin, and second blue went to Sadie Seidling. Congratulations. Next class in the ring right now is our Brown Swiss winter calf. On deck will be our grade Holstein winter calf. And then again, if our exhibitors could please have all the fall calves waiting outside, please.
Okay, the answer to our trivia question from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin: on average, how many pounds of cheese do Americans eat each year? Is it 10, 20, 35, or 38? And the correct answer, 38. 38 pounds of cheese on average. I think for myself, probably it's going to consist of...
Only one entry today in the Brown Swiss calf class. Calf that walks out on an excellent set of feet and legs. Can definitely stand some more competition down the road. Beautiful, nice cut calf for a Brown Swiss. Thank you.
And this Brown Swiss winter calf was exhibited by Brock Nezvacho. Next into the show ring, we have our grade Holstein winter calf. And then following this class, we will begin our fall calf classes.
One entry in the grade Holstein calf class here today. Calf that walks on a beautiful set of feet and legs. Carries a nice flat top to her today, and a calf down the road that can definitely stand some more competition. You sure would like to hear another year.
First blue was exhibited by Colton Vavra. Congratulations. Our next class entering the show ring will be our fall calf class. These are our purebred Holsteins. After this class, we will do the same fall calves. We will do Guernseys, brown Swiss, and then grade Holsteins.
So we should have Elsie and Millie Berlin in, Trayton Christoph and Jace Phillips coming into the ring. Thank you to our video stream sponsors, including Provisions Health Durand, changing the way you experience healthcare. Visit provisions.health for more information. Chippewa Valley Energy, serving the Chippewa Valley since 1922. Learn more at chippewavalleyenergy.com. And Wisconsin Credit Union, we belong to you, serving members for over 82 years. Visit wisconsincu.org. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our video streams. Without their help, we wouldn't be here today at the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. And later on today, we'll have the Master Showman competition. This is where the senior showman, the grand champion senior showman from all of the different animal breeds have to come into the ring, and they show something else other than their project. If they showed pigs, they show steers or whatever. It's a lot of fun, and we'll have that coming up here at about 2 o'clock this afternoon. And then at 6 o'clock this evening, we have the livestock auction as well from the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. Let us know where you're watching us from on our Facebook page. If you're watching on our Facebook page, let us know in the comments section. We've had Milton, and we've had Durand, Nebraska as well, Merton, Alma Center, Augusta as well, Beaver Dam this morning. Let us know in the comments section. Markets are higher, reporting from the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. I'm Brian Winkins with this WYDM market update. August of 26 to 16 fishing, September of 20 to 17:02, October of 14 to 17:36, November of 7 to 17:64. Meanwhile, in the livestock sector, live and feeder cattle markets are moving mostly higher, even though there are some concerns about potential consumer demand and lower cash cattle markets. We are seeing a lot of short covering after the big losses from yesterday. All markets are now mostly mixed. It's been the same old story. time and its impact on the U.S. corn and soybean crops next week will be hot. But again, we've seen some pretty good rains as well, so it may not be as bad on the crops as first expected. September corn down 5 to 4.30. August for beans down at 9.5 down to 11.83. And then 3/4 on July wheat down 7.25 up.
Our fall calf Holsteins today, we're starting out with this red heifer today. She just carries a little bit more power throughout, a little bit more spring to that forward and rear rib, a little bit more drop to that rear flank today, a little bit more drop to that rear rib today. She walks out on a little bit more correct set of feet and legs today when viewed from behind. Just a little bit more power of heifer today. Second over third today, heifer that carries a little bit more drop to that rear rib, a little bit more spring to that rib, blends a little smoother from neck to shoulder and shoulder to barrel. Third over fourth today, makes it a little bit closer for me today, but this November calf and fourth, just the age difference. Third is a little bit taller and longer from end to end, a little bit wider throughout, but this November calf, I think we could see her in another year and she could be pretty tough. Just love the depth and openness of this calf, how she tracks on that rear set of feet and legs. And that's the reason she goes over this calf in fifth today. Carries a lot more depth and openness to that fore and rear rib today. A little bit cleaner through those hips and pins today. Thank you very much.
First blue in our fall Holstein calf class was exhibited by Elsie Berlin, and second blue went to Jace Phillips. Congratulations. Our next class entering the show ring today is our purebred Guernsey fall calves. We have 2 entries here. On deck will be our brown Swiss fall calf, followed by our grade Holstein fall calves.
So in the ring, Alina Kristoff and Brock Nesvikal are in the ring with their Guernsey fall heifer calves. Well, of course, last month was June Dairy Month. And more dairy trivia from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. So, the first June dairy breakfast occurred in which year? 1970, 1990, 2005, or today? Well, of course, today is out because, of course, June we're out of June. But the first June dairy breakfast occurred in what year? 1970, 1990, 2005. We'll give you that answer here coming up.
In our Guernsey calf class, there's only 2 entries here today. This end of November calf, she just grabs your eye the minute she comes in the ring. She has that nice, long, lean neck to her. She blends a little bit smoother from neck to shoulder and shoulder to barrel. Carries a little bit more depth and open to her fore and rear rib today. A little bit more depth to her flank today. A little bit more width of chest today, especially for the age difference in these calves. From being end of September to the very end of November calf. Thank you very much.
First blue in this In this Guernsey fall calf class, first blue is exhibited by Eliana Kristoff, and second blue went to Brock Nizvacho. Next class entering the show ring are our fall purebred brown Swiss calves. On deck will be our grade Holstein fall calf.
Coming into the ring, Abigail Gadel and Brock Neveskull. Oh, man, that's a tough name. That's just one I'm never going to get right. Also, we got an answer on our trivia question, you bet. The first June dairy breakfast occurred in which year? Yep, 1970. You are correct, Jeremy. 1970 was our first June dairy month breakfast on the farm. I wonder what that conversation was like with the very first. It does not say where it was held. If it was on a farm or maybe at a fairgrounds or expo center or something like that. But if it was on a farm, the very first farm, wonder what that conversation was like. Hey, would you mind if we had 3,000 people come over to your farm on a Saturday morning for breakfast? Huh? Well, the fog's starting to lift here in Chippewa Falls, and sun going to be starting to peek through those clouds here shortly as well. Going to be a beautiful day. Come on out and join us for the Northern Wisconsin State Fair if you are in the area. Again, the gates are now open. Carnival starting out at noon today. And on the main stage later tonight, Hairball, the 80s tribute band. And everything will open up at 6 o'clock at the Leinenkugel's main stage where the gates will open up. Of course, we will have our livestock auction starting at 6 o'clock as well here at the Custer Coliseum, and we'll have coverage of that on our video stream starting at about 5:55. And also later this afternoon at about 1:55, we'll start coverage of our Junior Master Showman competition with looking forward to that.
Two really nice brown Swiss heifers today. Calf leading out in first today. She's a little bit longer and leaner from the tip of her nose to the tip of her tail. She's a little bit longer and leaner up through that head and neck today. Carries a little bit more depth to her fore and rear rib and a little bit more depth to that flank today. I do grant this calf coming out in second today. I like how her tail head sits a little bit neater between her pins today. Really nice calf brown Swiss heifers.
First blue. First blue exhibited by Abigail Gadel, and second blue was Brackness Vacho. In the show ring right now is our grade Holstein fall calf class. Following this class, we need to have all summer yearlings. You are all on deck, summer yearling. You are all on deck.
We only got one entry today in the grade Holstein heifer class today, and calf that really stands out. She grabs your eye the minute she comes in the ring, walks on an excellent set of feet and legs today. Nice hard top to her today. Beautiful angular heifer. Beautiful entry for this class. Thank you.
First blue in this grade Holstein fall calf class was exhibited by Nolan Vavra. Congratulations. Our next class entering the show ring is our summer yearling Holstein class. Following this class of 6 entries, we will move on to our other summer yearlings in our show, and it will go in order of Guernsey, Brown Swiss, and then grade Holstein.
So coming into the ring now, our heifer calf summer yearling Holstein, Elsie and Millie Berlin, Lila Bjork, Tricia Christoph, Jace Phillips, and Madison Seibel. All coming into the ring now. Your home for farm news and markets throughout the day is WRDN Radio. We have 7 hours of farm programming every weekday, Monday through Friday. We kick it off with the WRDN Morning Farm Report from 5 to 7 a.m. Farm news, farm markets, farm weather. Susan Littlefield with Inside Dairy, Mark Pearson as well with Farm Progress America and some great classic country music too. We have hourly market updates at about 35 past the hour during the 9, 10, and 11 o'clock hours. During the noon hour, our noon farm show, I have an update on the markets at the midday, farm news as well, and an update on our ag weather. That always, the noon farm show is just after our local news and sports update. Then from 1 till 3, it's Agri-Talk. And from 1 until 2, Chip Flory is the host. He has the latest news and issues affecting rural America. And then from 2 until 3, Michelle Rook is in. And it's all about the markets. And she has the latest market moves and all the news behind those market moves with hour number 2 of Agri-Talk from 2 till 3. Then from 3 till 4, it's Jesse Allen with AOA and the news and issues affecting rural America for the day. During the 4 o'clock hour, after our local news and sports update, Susan Littlefield is in with Market Wrap. That's at about 4:25. She talks with the market analysts from around the nation about the news of the day affecting the markets. You can listen to WRDN 1430 AM and 107.3 FM and online with our streaming audio service at our website at realcountry1430.com. The Farms radio station is Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. As we continue on with our dairy show, let us know in the comments section on our Facebook page where you're watching from this morning. I always like to find out where folks are watching from. Who's the farthest away from Chippewa Fallsville right now? It's Surprise, Nebraska. On Tuesday during the swine show, we had some folks in England watching. They were the farthest away, and the closest person watching the show was one of the cattle exhibitors. I'm in the cattle barn watching on my phone. So we continue on with our dairy show. Looks like we have our results now in this class.
Starting out the class today with this red heifer today, she grabbed your eye from the minute she came in the ring. But it's a very close pair between first and second today. I do grant, I think that first carries a little bit more, blends a little smoother from neck to shoulder and shoulder to barrel. Just carries a little bit more presence as she walks out in the ring today. But take nothing away from this heifer in second today. She grabs your eye also. She's a black-hided, silky heifer today that just grabs your eye. I do grant that second over first is a little bit cleaner and angular today, but first carries a little more width through those hips and pins today, a little bit longer from tip of her nose to the tip of her tail, a little bit taller at that point of withers today. Second over third, angularity. She's longer and leaner through that head and neck today, leaner down through that hide, down over those ribs, and cleaner over those hips, pins, and thurls, and down through that flank. Third over fourth today, hardness at top. Four comes out, she grabs your eye, but she likes to dip in that loin today and tip those pins up, carrying those thurls a little bit farther back. I had this heifer up farther in the class when I first had her in line. She grabs your eye when she gets out on the walk, but when you get her in line today, she's just carried a little bit more flesh today up through that head and neck, a little bit more flesh through that thigh today, and a little bit more set to those rear legs today when viewed from the side.
First blue in our summer yearling purebred Holstein class was exhibited by Madison Seibel, and second blue was exhibited by Lila Bjork. Congratulations. Our next class entering the show ring is our summer yearling Guernsey. And following this class will be the summer yearling Brown Swiss and the grade Holstein.
We just got one entry today in the Guernsey calf class, a July heifer. She grabs your eye from the minute she comes in the ring. She has a nice, long, lean neck today. Beautiful side profile today. Walks out on an excellent set of feet and legs. A heifer that could definitely stand some more competition, especially being a middle of July heifer. Thank you.
First blue in this Guernsey summer yearling class was exhibited by Jeremy Christoph. Our next class entering the show ring is our summer yearling Brown Swiss. Following this class, we'll have our grade Holstein summer yearling. So if then we could please have all the spring yearlings on deck, please.
Just one entry in the Brown Swiss heifer class here. She's a June 7th heifer. walks on a tremendous set of feet and legs. You gotta love the long, lean neck on her, the blending from neck to shoulder and shoulder to barrel, the openness of rib. Heifer that could definitely go down the road and stand some more competition.
Our first blue in this class was exhibited by Abigail Gadel. Our next summer yearling in the show ring is our grade Holstein summer yearling class. And then following this class, we will move into our spring yearlings, and it will go purebred Holstein, purebred Jersey, and then we have a purebred any other breed for spring yearlings.
We only got one entry here today in this class, and this heifer could definitely go on and stand some more competition. She carries a lot of width and power up through that front end, a lot of width of chest today, a lot of width through those hips, pins, and thoroughs today. A heifer that could definitely walk out of here and stand some more competition. Thank you.
First blue in this grade Holstein summer yearling was exhibited by Kendra Favre. All right, next class entering the show ring. We are moving on to our spring yearling class. These are our purebred Holsteins. We have 6 entries in this class. If you have just joined us recently, we're going to introduce our judge today for our junior dairy show. Our judge today is Mike Reeby. Mike grew up on his family dairy farm just outside of Cumberland, Wisconsin. He still lives and works there today. Meadow Ridge Jerseys is home to over 300 head of elite registered Jersey dairy cattle. The herd has been developing for over 100 years, and within the past 25 years, they have bred and shown over 100 All-American nominees. Mike and his wife Jamie have been married for 22 years and enjoy showing cattle with their daughter Katie. Mike also coaches the Barron County 4-H dairy judging team and is proud to be sending his senior team onto the state contest this year. Let's give a big warm welcome to Mike.
And in the ring is Elsie Berlin, Lila Bjork, Trace Christoph, Lance Kelly, Jace Phillips, and Sadie Seiling. Here in the ring at the Dairy Show here at the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. Later today at about 1:55, we will have coverage of our Master Showmanship competition. That's coming up about 1:55 today. And the livestock auction with coverage beginning at 5:55 this evening. Again, watching coverage of the Northern Wisconsin State Fair Dairy Show. I'm Brian Winnikins from WRDN. Thank you for joining us this morning. Okay, Jeremy asked the question to me. Hey, I like this. What's my favorite color of cheese curd, white or yellow? Sorry, I'm white. I like the white colored cheese curds. Don't know why, but I just do. I guess it doesn't matter, though, if they're deep fried. Then they're just good, regardless of the color, because they're deep fried. Anything deep fried is good. I think we should have deep fried cheese curds wrapped in bacon. So we wrap the cheese curd in bacon and then deep fry that. I think that would work really well. That might be a new fair food. So what's your favorite color of cheese curd, white or yellow? Well, we have some more trivia from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. Okay, how much Wisconsin cheese does Culver's use in 1 year for their cheese curds and butter burgers? Actually, how much milk does Culver's use? Let's change that. How much milk does Culver's use in 1 year for their cheese curds, butter burgers, custard, and milk? 3 billion pounds, 1 billion pounds, 2 billion pounds, or 900 million pounds? How much milk does Culver's use, in 1 year for their cheese curds, butter burgers, custard, and milk? 3 billion, 2 billion, 1 billion, or 900 million pounds? By the way, rumor has it Culver's is going to be opening a location in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Don't think it'll be on the Strip, from what I've been told. It might be in Henderson. But potentially you could go to Vegas and still get butter burgers at Culver's. That works for me.
Started out the class today with this beautiful black, silky hided heifer today. She just grabs your eye the minute she comes in the ring today. Carries a little bit more. She's a little bit longer from neck to nose to tail, a little bit taller at the point of withers today. Just a little bit more heifer altogether today. A little bit blends a little bit leveler from hooks to pins today. Heifer coming out in second today is a beautiful heifer today. Makes it very close between second and third today. She walks a little bit more freely on those rear legs today. Noting that right rear leg on that number 3, she's just a little bit swollen. You can tell it's an injury, but it makes it a little bit closer today. Third over fourth, just a little more style and balance of all parts today. Beautiful, well-grown heifer coming out here in fourth today. Third carries a little bit longer, leaner neck on her today. Fourth over fifth, depth of fore and rear rib today. She's a little bit deeper through that fore and rear rib, a little bit deeper through that flank today. Beautiful, nice class of heifers. Thank you.
First blue in that spring yearling Holstein class was exhibited by Lila Bjork, and second blue was exhibited by Elsie Berlin. Congratulations. Our next class that'll be entering the show ring today is our purebred Jersey spring yearling, and that will be followed by our purebred any other breed, spring yearling. And then if we could please have all winter yearlings on deck outside, please.
So coming into the ring, Anna Bowl and Dylan Phillips in this next class. All right, answer to our question from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. How much milk does Culver's use in 1 year for their cheese curds, butter burgers, custard, and milk? And the correct answer, 1 billion pounds. 1 billion pounds. Wow. That's a lot of milk.
first over second today. She just carries a little bit more depth to her fore and rear rib today, a little bit more depth to that flank today, a little bit more extension up through that head and neck today. Carries a little bit more width, especially when you start looking from behind through those hips and pins today. A really nice pair of heifers. Thank you.
First blue in our spring yearling Jersey class was exhibited by Anna Bowl, and second blue went to Dylan Phillips.
Just one entry in the winter yearling heifer class today. Calf heifer that really grabs your eye when she comes in the ring. She has a nice long neck to her today. Nice hard top today, walking on a good set of feet and legs. Thank you. Too bad she just didn't have a little bit more competition here today. Thank you.
In our purebred Holstein winter yearling class, our first blue was exhibited by Ava Ginder. Now entering the show ring, we have our winter yearling Jersey, and that will be followed by our grade any other breed winter yearling. If we could then also have our fall yearling purebred heifer, purebred Holsteins on deck back there, that would be great.
July is a National Ice Cream Month, and from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, what were the original flavors of Neapolitan ice cream? Was it chocolate vanilla strawberry, dark chocolate French vanilla cherry, cookie dough, brownie batter and strawberry, or cherry, pistachio, and vanilla? Again, what were the original flavors of Neapolitan ice cream? We'll give you that answer here coming up, as it is National Ice Cream Month. Uh-oh. That heifer calf's like, I was, perfectly content back in the barn, and now you hauled me out here. Now I'm going to get cranky.
We got a middle of February Jersey heifer here today that definitely can go down the road and stand some more competition. You got to love the extension to her neck today, the flatness of top, the hardness of top. The width through those hips and pins today, just a heifer that really could go down the road and stand some more competition.
This Jersey winter yearling, first blue, was exhibited by Lila Bjork. Entering the show ring now will be our grade any other breed winter yearling. And then following this class, we will do our fall yearlings of our Holsteins. And then after that, we will need all of our first and second blue calves and yearlings staging and getting ready, please. We will bring you in by breed to name our champions of all of our junior dairy animals. So if you have a first or second blue in any of our junior dairy classes, let's get those animals ready, please.
All right, for this National Ice Cream Month, the original flavors of Neapolitan ice cream, was it chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry? dark chocolate, French vanilla, or cherry, cookie dough, brownie batter, or strawberry or cherry, pistachio, and vanilla. And the correct answer, cherry, pistachio, and
We got
vanilla.
a nice heifer here that's really has a nice long lean neck on her today. Walks on a good set of feet and legs today. Nice depth and open rib today. Furthermore, she will be your champion of any other breed today. Thank you.
This winter yearling grade any other breed, which is also our champion grade any other breed, is exhibited by McKenna Jacobek. Next class entering the show ring is our purebred Holstein fall yearlings. And then following this class, we need all of our first and second blue placing calves and yearlings to be getting ready and staged, please, so that we can bring them in by breed group, and we will be naming our junior champions of each of the breed.
So coming into the ring now, Lila Bjork and Macy Lukes. Jeremy asking, have I tried the Blue Moon flavored milk yet? Nope. I have not tried the Blue Moon flavored milk. I will tell you that I'm also lactose intolerant, so if I do try any of those, I can only have just a little bit. Otherwise, well, let's just say things don't end well after a while for yours truly and everyone around me. The manure lagoon has a better aroma, let's just say. However, I have had in the past, this would have been, in 1999 or so, Quick Trip had a whole bunch of different flavors. They'd gotten on the flavored milk bandwagon, and they had the real small single-serve containers, and I could just have one of those. And they had, at the time, they had chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and banana, and I always liked banana, and we would always, when I would pick my daughter up, Brianna, from daycare, we would go get, she likes strawberry, and so we'd go get one of those as a treat. Quick Trip then came out with root beer float flavored milk, but it was only in the quart size. But I had to try it, and I thought, I'll just have a couple of sips and I'll be good. That was so good. I ended up drinking the whole thing way too fast, and later that evening, my daughter, who was 3 at the time, going, Daddy, why don't you don't look like you feel very well. But I've not tried, so I haven't tried the Blue Moon flavored milk. I wish they'd bring back the root beer float flavored milk, though. That was really good.
Good. Thank you. We got our fall yearling class here today. We got a heifer that leads out the class. Just a little bit more style and balance of all parts today. She grabs your eye the minute she comes in the ring. She has that nice, long, lean neck today, hard top, beautiful angular heifer when viewed from the side. Taking nothing away from this big open-ribbed heifer here coming out in second. Heifer that just, you'd like to see her clean up a little bit more and carry a little bit more style and balance, but it's hard for me to say that too because she is due in October, but just the heifer in first just carries a little bit more style today to win this class. Thank you.
First blue in our fall yearling Holstein class was exhibited by Lila Bjork, and second blue was exhibited by Macy Lukes. Next class entering the show ring. These are all of our first and second blue placing Holstein calves and yearlings. And so our judge, Mike Reeby here, he will be selecting both a champion and reserve champion Holstein Junior. And then following the Holstein champions, we will then move on to Jersey and then Guernsey. Following all of our champion classes that we have here, dairy exhibitors, we will be moving right into our showmanship classes. We did confirm with Mike that he would like to start with senior showman first. So again, once we're done with all the champions, then we will move right into showmanship. Additionally, any exhibitors in the barns right now, we have a couple of vehicles parked in the fire lane behind the beef barn or the cattle barns. Those vehicles need to be moved immediately. If your vehicle is parked behind the cattle barns, you are in the fire lane, those vehicles please need to be moved.
So as we do our championship drives here for the different breeds, when we are done with that, that's when we step away after all of our champions are named, and then we will be back later this afternoon at 1:55 or so for Master Showman. And then later on this evening at 5:55, our coverage will begin of the livestock auction from the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. And a reminder with the livestock auction as well, again, Owen King, he's a hog exhibitor, and he lost his best friend, a fellow hog exhibitor, Stanley Lang, earlier this year in a tragic accident. Owen took it upon himself to create a memorial foundation in his honor, and the purpose of the foundation is to give back to the youth involved in livestock exhibition and to support 4-H and FFA members throughout Chippewa County. Proceeds not only from his hog tonight, his cousin's hog, and Stanley's hog, which will also be sold, all are going to the foundation. And you can also, if you are not here at the auction, you are able to make a donation as well. Just go to the Stanley Lang Memorial Foundation Facebook page. Stanley Lang Memorial Foundation Facebook page. There is a link to a GoFundMe link. And what Owen is hoping is that enough money can be raised that a foundation remembering his best friend will continue for many, 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 many years to come to help out the 4-H and FFA members throughout Chippewa County. So we're going to have a little special part tonight for the livestock auction as well. So we hope you can tune in, or if you can come and attend, and even better yet, make a bid or two. That would be great. And if you can't, we hope you can at least tune in starting at about 5:55. And again, visit the Stanley Lang Memorial Foundation Facebook page. You'll find a link to a GoFundMe account where you can make a donation to help out Owen and what he wanted to do with the memorial and a memorial foundation in honor of his best friend, Stanley Lang. Everybody take 2 steps to your right, it looks like, for the line. Now we got to move everybody. All right. And this is Champion Drive right now. This is for the Holstein class. Please let the Northern Wisconsin State Fair Board know your appreciation of the video streams, as the fair helps us out a lot to be able to bring you these streams during the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. So please let the board know your appreciation of these video streams if you're enjoying them today. Also, thank you to our some of our sponsors, our main video streaming service sponsors, the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board, soybean farmers. Find out how you can enter the soybean yield contest. Visit wysoybean.org, wysoybean.org. Also, Durant Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durant. Visit Durant Smokehouse for all of your grilling needs. You can also visit them online as well. And Durant Smokehouse will be providing processing services for animals from the Buffalo Pepin County Fair and the Pierce County Fair later this summer. Dunn Energy, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. And Tech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durant. Sunstrom & Company, your local tax experts. Give them a call for end-of-year tax planning. It'll be here sooner than you think. 715-672-4425. 715-672-4425 to schedule your appointment. Also, Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. Visit sfbank.com for more information. And Alcivia, a leading member-owned agriculture fuel cooperative serving Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Illinois. Visit alcivia.com. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our video streams. Without their help, we wouldn't be here today.
These are all of our first and second place blue ribbons in their respective classes. These are all purebred Holsteins, and if you look kind of from my left to right, they go in age order from our youngest calves all the way to our oldest yearlings. So our judge Mike is evaluating, and he's going to pick a champion and then reserve champion registered Holstein of these animals here. And then
All right, some more trivia here from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. The bushy tip of a cow's tail is called what? Swatter, button, pole, or switch? Again, the bushy tip of a cow's tail is called what? Swatter, button, pole, or switch? All right, the answer to our trivia question, the bushy tip of a cow's tail is called what? A swatter, button, pole, or switch? And the correct answer, no, it's not swatter, it's switch. It's called a switch. Now, when I helped out on my great-uncle's dairy farm, he didn't call it any of those things if he got hit with the end of the tail. We'll just leave it at that. And I'm not sure exactly what he said, because he was always yelling at the cow in German. We have one of those Holsteins. Oh, there we go. They got her started. She stalled out. There we go. It's like we're coming down to our final decisions here.
Well, we're out here for junior champion heifer of the Holstein breed. I'd like the crowd to give every one of these exhibitors a big round of applause. I've exhibited at this fair for many, many years as a open show exhibitor, and maybe not the last couple of years due to my county fair and my daughter being a little bit more involved in 4-H at our county fair. We just don't have the time to make both shows. And I've always heard a lot of excellent things about this show, and being out here in the middle of this ring has not denied me any bit. I mean, the quality from end to end was excellent, and this show has really, really grabbed your eye. So I'd like to once again congratulate all the exhibitors that made the middle of the ring here today, and the excellent job these juniors did on presenting their animals today. But I'm going to go out today and tap your champion and reserve champion of the Holstein breed. Thank you, ma'am. Nice job. Congratulations. This little black December calf just grabbed your eye from the minute she came in the ring. She is long, lean, angular, deep, open ribbed, walks on a good set of feet and legs. And I just like how this spring yearling blends a little smoother from neck to shoulder and shoulder to barrel. Taking nothing away from this red summer yearling, that would be honorable mention today. Just a beautiful cut heifer. Just like to clean her up through that head and neck a little bit today and have her blend a little smoother from neck to shoulder to barrel. But a beautiful group of heifers. Thank you very much.
The spring yearling?
Yes.
Our champion Holstein heifer calf was exhibited by Hattie Berlin, and the reserve champion Holstein junior heifer was exhibited by Lila Bjork. Congratulations. Our next class entering the show ring, these are our first and second blues of all of our purebred Jersey heifers in today's dairy show. So Mike will do the same thing. He will look at these four and then pick a champion and reserve registered Jersey heifer. On deck, we will then move into our purebred Guernsey champion class.
Again, congratulations to Miley Berlin, grand champion in the Holstein class, and reserve grand champion Mila Bjork. This championship drive for the Jerseys.
We got a really nice group of Jersey heifers here today. Pulled out our March calf, our first place spring yearling, and our first place winter yearling. All three heifers are a good standard of the breed. I think they all can go on to stand more competition down the road. I'll go and tap our junior champion reserve in that order, and then I'll give you my reasons. We're going with our winter yearling for junior champion today, followed by our March calf. Our winter yearling, I just like how she blends a little smoother from neck to shoulder and shoulder to barrel. She's a little bit more mature today due to her age, but I think she's a heifer that can go down the road and withstand some more competition. I think that March calf, I think in another year, she's going to be lights out. She's going to be a very tough competitor in the middle of this ring come next year. But really nice group of heifers. Thank you.
Our champion purebred Jersey heifer was exhibited by Lila Bjork, and the reserve champion purebred Jersey heifer was exhibited by Madison Seibel. Congratulations. Our next class here in the show ring, these are all our first and second Guernsey Blue Ribbon winners. And again, Mike will be picking a champion and reserve champion jersey. Following this class, we will do our champion Brown Swiss heifers, followed by our champion grade Holstein heifers.
All right, Guernsey's in the ring. Guernsey's in the ring. Congratulations again to Lila Bjork and Reserve Grand Champion Madison Seibel for purebred Jersey in the last class. These are the Guernseys. Brown Swiss are getting ready to come into the ring as well. Plenty of sunshine now here in Chippewa Falls, here at the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. It's going to be another beautiful day today. If you're in the area, come on out and join us here at the fair. Carnival all opening up at noon. All the food stands are all open later on tonight. Hairball performing with a special guest Rival 5. And everything gets underway starting at about 6 o'clock this evening, with the gates opening up. And Rival 5 on the stage at 6:30.
I pulled 3 heifers out here today, and they all are very respectably good for their breed. That is for dang sure. Really nice group of Guernsey heifers today. It was another really nice Guernsey show, just as all the others were today. Today I'm going to go out and tap my junior champion and my reserve. This little calf here today, she's just a little bit longer and leaner up through that head and neck today. Blends a little smoother from shoulder to neck to shoulder, shoulder to barrel. Carries just a little bit more depth and openness to her rib today for the age difference, and a little bit smoother from over those hips and pins, and really nice heifers today. Thank you.
Our champion Guernsey heifer was exhibited by Eliana Kristoff, and the reserve champion Guernsey heifer was exhibited by Jeremy Kristoff. Congratulations. Our next class in the show ring, these are all of our first and second blue Brown Swiss heifers of the day. And so again, our judge Mike, he will be selecting a champion and reserve champion brown Swiss heifer.
Oh, the divas are in the ring, the brown Swiss. Again, congratulations to Eliana Kristoff with Grand Champion Guernsey and Reserve Grand Champion Jeremy Kristoff. I've always wondered, as we look at the brown Swiss, unless my eyes are getting worse, why are they called brown Swiss? Shouldn't they be gray Swiss? Because looks like to me they're gray. Maybe being an old guy, my eyes are just not the same, but they look gray to me. All right, so we're down to our final three.
Really nice group of brown Swiss heifers here today, and I'll go out and tap my junior champion reserve. This calf leading out first today, she just grabbed my eye from the minute she came in the ring. She's a little bit longer and leaner through that head and neck today, just a little bit cleaner all the way throughout today. I like how she carries her pins, carries her tail head a little bit neater between her pins today than our reserve junior champion.
Summer yearling is reserve. Okay. Champion brown Swiss heifer was exhibited by Abigail Gadel, as was the reserve champion brown Swiss heifer, both by Abigail Gadel. All right, our next class entering the show ring. These are our first and second blue placing grade Holstein heifers. Following this class, we need all of the champion and reserve champion heifers of all the breeds. We will need you next in the show ring so that we can pick our overall champion heifer and reserve champion heifer of the dairy show. And then following that, we will need the overall champion and reserve champion cow from earlier this morning to make one more appearance in our show ring so we can pick our supreme dairy champion of the show.
I'll go out and tap our champion grade and our reserve. These two black heifers, they just kind of grab your eye as they come in the ring today. Champion over reserve. It's just a little bit more style and balance of all parts today. She's just a little bit more show ring presence to her today. Beautiful group of heifers.
Our champion grade Holstein heifer was exhibited by Nolan Favre, and the reserve champion grade Holstein heifer was exhibited by Colton Favre. Congratulations. All right, our next class up here, we need all of our champion and reserve champion heifers. We need all of those animals in the show ring so that Judge Mike Reby here can select a overall champion heifer and a reserve champion heifer of the entire dairy show. And then following our champion heifers, we do need Elsie Berlin and Lila Bjork. If you could please bring your champion and reserve champion cow back in. We will need that for our judge to name our supreme dairy champion and reserve of our show today.
So we're doing our heifers here, grand champion and reserve grand champion for our heifers, and then we'll have the supreme champion drive. Heifers versus cows. Thank you to our streaming video sponsors, including Chippewa Valley Energy, serving the Chippewa Valley since 1922. Learn more at ChippewaValleyEnergy.com. Wisconsin Credit Union, we belong to you. Learn more at wisconsincu.org. O'Galley Cheese Factory. Visit O'Galley Cheese Factory for all of your snacking needs. Cheese, locally made beef stick sausages, and more. You can also visit them online and order online. They do ship nationwide. O'Galley Cheese Factory open 7 days a week, Highway 25, Durand. Numbers Are Us, your daily money managers, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Visit Rhonda online at numbersareus.com. Learn how a daily money manager can help your family. Pierce Pepin Cooperative Services, your Touchstone Energy partner. Also, Bluff Country Feed and Seed, your hometown feed and seed supplier, serving Mondovi, Durand, Oliva, Arcadia, and the surrounding area with nutrition consultation, feed and forage sampling, feed delivery, and seed needs. They're also part of Midwestern BioAg. Visit bluffcountryfs.com. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting these video streams. Without their help, we wouldn't be here today, so please let our sponsors know. Also, let Northern Wisconsin State Fair Board know as well that you appreciate the streams. They help us out a lot behind the scenes to be able to provide these streams for you. So please let them know of your appreciation for helping us out and providing these streams to you during the fair. Again, later this afternoon, we'll have the Master Showmanship competition with our coverage beginning at 1:55. And then it's the livestock auction tonight with coverage beginning at 5:55.
Well, it comes for overall champion heifer here. I pulled 3 heifers out. I pulled our champion reserve, champion Holstein, our champion Jersey out here today. But there's one heifer here that I think, when I look at champion and overall champion, I look at the heifers that I think that can go on down the road to withstand the most competition within their breed. And there's one heifer here that just stands out to me. That little December calf, she's my kind. Congratulations, Gary. I'm going to follow up with our other champion Holstein for reserve.
Our overall champion heifer of our dairy show was exhibited by Hattie Berlin, and the reserve champion heifer was exhibited by Lila Bjork. Congratulations. We're going to need Hattie and Lila to keep your heifers here. And then once we clear the show ring, we need both those 2 champion heifers to be back in the show ring, along with our champion cows from earlier this morning, exhibited by Elsie Berlin and Lila Bjork. So we'll have 4 animals in the show ring so that we can pick our supreme champion dairy animals of the fair. Following the announcement of our supreme champion dairy animals at our fair, we will then move into our showmanship classes. We will start with our senior level showmanship classes, followed by intermediate and beginner. And then after showmanship, we will do club herd.
So again, after the naming of our Supreme and Reserve Supreme champion here coming up, that is when we will step away. We'll step away after that, and we will be back at 1:55 this afternoon with the Master Showmanship competition. But this is for all the marbles.
Senior showmanship, you guys are next. So if you are in senior showmanship, you should be bringing your animals over. You are next, senior showman.
Well, we're all here for Supreme Champion of the show. We got our champion cow, we got our reserve champion cow, and we got our champion heifer and reserve champion heifer. We're going to go with these 2 cows for Supreme and Reserve Supreme. the maturity on these cows takes it over. This beautiful December calf coming out here for honorable mention. Take nothing away from this December calf. If she was fresh out here with an udder in 2 years, I think she'll be right in the middle of this ring. But we got a beautiful pair of cows, and we just can't deny that today.
Our champion dairy animal of today's show is our cows. So the supreme champion dairy animal today was exhibited by Elsie Berlin, and the reserve champion dairy animal of the day was exhibited by Lila Bjork. Congratulations.
And so that's our dairy show for this morning here from the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. We hope you've enjoyed the show today. We will be back later this afternoon with our Master Showmanship competition. Again, congratulations to Elsie Berlin with the Supreme Champion exhibit for the dairy show and Reserve Supreme Champion Lila Bjork. We'll talk to you at about 1:55 this afternoon from the Northern Wisconsin State Fair. I'm Brian Winnekins.